Abraham and Isaac stand as towering figures in biblical tradition. The father and son duo are renowned for their faith and obedience. Their relationship is not just that of kinship, but also of divine covenant. This covenant takes center stage when Abraham tasks his most trusted servant with an essential mission, to find a wife for his son Isaac, ensuring the continuation of his lineage. Abraham's faith in God's promise led to an important mission, a mission entrusted to his most loyal servant. An unusual gesture yet filled with profound significance. Now let's delve into the ancient custom of placing the hand under the thigh. This was not a casual act, it was a solemn oath, a sacred promise. It was deeply embedded in the culture and religion of the time, symbolizing an unbreakable commitment to fulfill a task or uphold a promise. Consider the symbolism here. The thigh, in biblical terms, represented the source of posterity, the continuum of life. By placing the hand under the thigh, the individual was essentially swearing by the future generations, by the promise of continuity. It was a gesture that carried the weight of those unborn, the hopes and dreams of the lineage yet to come. This was not just a promise, it was a covenant, a binding agreement that held the individual accountable not only to the person they were making the promise to, but also to God. It was with this solemn oath that Abraham's servant embarked on his divine mission. A journey filled with uncertainty, guided by faith and divine providence. Abraham's servant embarks on a daunting mission tasked with finding a wife for Isaac. Along the way he grapples with numerous challenges yet remains steadfast, his resolve anchored by his solemn oath to Abraham. His prayers for guidance are answered when he encounters Rebeca. Her kindness and willingness to help a stranger were clear signs that she was the divine choice. The servant's faithful execution of his oath led him to Rebeca, a divine choice for Isaac's wife. Understanding the weight of an oath requires a journey back in time. In the biblical era, oaths and covenants were considered sacred, a solemn pledge that went beyond mere words. They were deeply rooted in the culture and customs of the time, signifying a binding moral and religious contract. Interestingly, the Latin language, a cornerstone of Western civilization, reveals a fascinating correlation. The Latin word for witness is testis, which also means testicle. This dual meaning is thought to have originated from the ancient practice of holding one's own or another's testicles when swearing an oath, a gesture symbolizing the gravity and sincerity of the pledge. This connection between the act of witnessing and the physical symbol of life and lineage showcases the immense weight and significance oaths carried. They were not just promises but profound commitments that could impact one's personal honor, social standing, and spiritual integrity. Oaths, then, were not mere words but a binding moral contract, a concept that holds lessons for us even today. The story of Abraham's servant is more than just a tale from the past. It's a narrative that threads through time, binding ancient customs to our modern understanding of commitment and fidelity. We've explored the solemn oath that Abraham's servant made, a gesture of deep reverence and obligation, and his daunting mission to find Isaac's wife. This story isn't just about a journey through foreign lands, but also about a journey of faith, of holding fast to one's word even when faced with uncertainty. The tale of Abraham's servant and his solemn oath is an echo from an era when words held weight, where a promise was more than just a passing utterance. It's a lesson on the importance of honoring our commitments, of recognizing the profound significance of our word. In an era where words are often empty, the story of Abraham's servant and his solemn oath reminds us of the weight and significance of our commitments.